added a lot to the game and everything, so here we are. I want to show it off again. So you guys think the link to the Discord is in the description if you wanted to join. Actually, it's not in the description if you wanted to. Probably should fix that. I'll put it in the chat. That's it. Anyway, our Discord is First Serve Gaming if you look it up. Same logo as the joystick logo I have on the webpage here. But here we go. Let's do some stuff. If anybody downloaded this version since like a day ago, I'm going to strongly encourage you to do it again because there was a bug that made it so you couldn't buy anything off any of the merchants. And that's obviously not a good way to play the game. So let's do this the right way this time. Alright, so the items we have in the game right now are going to be the white crystal, the blue crystal, the red crystal, the leather whip, the thorn whip, the chain whip. We also have the morning star, which I forgot to put up there. We have the flame whip now, is available. Now we also have the regular dagger, the silver knife, the holy water, the sacred flame, the axe. The garlic is not a purchasable thing now in this game, but it's a sub-weapon, a weak one, but it's used for certain areas of the game to get things. We've got the holy cross boomerang, laurels, and then the passive items are the silk bag and the crucifix. The silk bag lets you hold more laurels. The crucifix is going to be required when you get towards the later section of the game that I'm going to add hopefully really soon, like we used to. We got the bone, or Dracula's rib, which is the shield. The nail, which lets you break through walls and makes your attack stronger. The heart, which you know will please the ferryman and increase your defense while it's active. The oak stake to get through the dungeons. The lantern to see in the dark. The pork chop hidden in the walls and some candles to get your health back up. Then we have the hit point maximum power up, the heart maximum power up, the whip power up. Those are permanent upgrades you get to keep. And then we're going to have the double shot, which lets your sub-weapons be stronger. And then we have Dracula's eyeball to let you see in the dark and to see the hidden cracks in the walls to find secrets. We have the diamond sub-weapon, and we have the golden knife sub-weapon, which was added. What I didn't put up in there is also we have Dracula's ring, which makes you bleed to death while you wear it, but it makes you a lot stronger. So, let's get it rolling, huh? Train kept it rolling all night long. Let's make sure the build works this time. I'm pretty sure I fixed the problem. I'm gonna buy the dagger off this gentleman here. Oh, good. We're in business. I knew we were going to test it first, but things happen. Files get corrupted. It happens, especially with Unreal Engine. It likes to crash when it feels like it, and it likes to say "fuck you" to certain files sometimes. So I had to redo something before I uploaded the game. This man is a fast travel agent of the daytime. I was going to say agent of the night, but it's daytime. That won't work. This gentleman will take you to different places as long as you have talked to his other brethren. You do have the money and you've been somewhere else other than the starting area here. It's going to ask you to where you want to go. Features in the game, we have a map system now. I started the game giving people this little gray section so that you have an idea where you should be going first, just to get your footing. This first little section of the game is designed to be a little easier and to make it so you get your footing and understand how the game works a little bit. So, that's how that works. Looks like my live stream's a little off here. I'm watching it on my phone, so if anybody needs to chat or anything, I'm going to answer you by reading the stuff off my phone. Game sound is too loud. Let me turn it down in OBS real quick, just so it's not killing everybody. Which is funny because it was too quiet last time. How about let's do this? Let's put about 5 decibels down. Tell me if that's better or if it needs to be turned down more. Sorry about that. Alright, here we go again. La 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 la. obviously, give you 5 hearts. Small hearts give you 1 heart. Large torches. Anyone that hasn't seen this yet, you're going to see in the nighttime how dark it gets before you buy the lantern, so I highly suggest getting your ass over here and getting the lantern. You could miss the lantern if you're not paying attention. You're just kind of flying through it. If you miss the lantern, it's not the end of the world. You can still go through the game, but it's going to be a whole lot harder. I bought the dagger. I should probably use it. It's nice and dark. Once that sun goes away, this is what it looks like at night without the lantern. It's another reason you shouldn't whip out all the candles in an unfamiliar area as well, because if you can't see, the candles provide light at night, the torches and candles. And all the money. That's not money. I purposely put the guy with the lantern in this spot because I wanted people to see what nighttime looked like without it. So, if you're the first time player not rushing through town, by the time you're done talking to everybody and get over here, it's going to be dark. So you're going to be like, wow, it's pretty fucking dark. I really ought to not be out here in the dark. So it's going to give you incentive to make sure you get the lantern. Also, the area between here and Jova is designed to give you a little more money. The money drops are not as rare. Okay, now we have the lantern in our inventory, which you can see right here. It's a passive item, so you use the left trigger any time in the game to turn it on and off. I used to have the lantern come on and off automatically, but I shut that off in favor of making it easier for people to decide when they want it on or not. You're going to see in certain areas there's more zombies and bats than would normally be there during the day. It's not like that throughout the entire game yet. All the towns have zombies and bats at night, so you can't just sit there. You gotta keep fighting. If you're inside of a house or a building at nighttime, when it turns nighttime, you'll be able to stay in there until daylight if you really want to. But at that rate, you just have to wait out the clock. Unlike the original game, save statue. Unlike the original game, Simon, the time doesn't stop when you go indoors. It's always moving. The clock is always rolling. Doesn't matter where you're at. And you'll see that even when you're indoors, because you'll see things like the doorway in a house will be like a gold or yellow color when the sun is up, but at nighttime it turns purple, so you have an indicator of when it's dark when you're in the house. Rotating room, yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of the game. I had to put that in there because I really loved Castlevania 4. It's one of my favorites. So it had to be done. I made it a mission to put that in the game. Glad you like it so far. I'm not sure what build you have. If you ended up downloading last night's build, make sure you get it again because it's bugged. And I hope it doesn't break people's saves. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, so the church wants 50 bucks. Let's donate to the church, huh? What are they gonna give me? They give me a holy water as a thank you, so here we go. Let's burn some shit. Now, I didn't buy the white crystal back at the first town yet. It's really something that's recommended to do, because otherwise you'll be not progressing very far. I mean, you can go all the way over to Algeba. You can go quite a ways away from town, in either direction, with just the crystals. But you're going to need them to access certain areas, so it's in your best interest to go back and get it. positive I turned on VSync for this game. You're not going to see it in the video, but I'm getting screen tearing out the ass here. I don't know why. It doesn't do it all the time. I think it's a setting in my graphics card or something. I mess with that stuff all the time, and I probably can't. The game is designed to automatically set itself to the resolution your desktop is currently in, whatever the main screen is that you're playing it on. So, if your desktop's set 4K, the game's going to play at 4K. It won't matter much because, you know, nothing here is particularly high resolution. So. Now the rainstorm just came in. I do have to say, my rainstorm is messed up. Something happened with Unreal. I don't know what happened. I never updated the engine or anything. So there's supposed to be lightning flashes every so many seconds, and the lightning flashes look really awesome. The problem is, my lightning's not lightning-y. Lightning me. I don't know what's going on with it. I just don't know. Got plenty of money for the white crystal now. Hopefully by the time I get back there, before the second night ends, I'll have almost enough for the floor. Even without the lighting, the rain looks pretty good though. I have to figure out what's going on with it. There's some kind of lighting priority, cascading thing that Unreal does for dynamic lighting, because that's how I have the lighting. It's dynamic, so it lights up everything. It makes it like a big, bright boom. And then it kind of fades out. Okay, got the white crystal now. The downer of the rainstorm, too, is you can't see the shadows anymore because it shuts out the sun a little bit. So you're not able to tell when nighttime's coming. Down here is David's Path. We can go there. There's really no point. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm irritated the lighting stopped working. There's some kind of lighting priority setting for dynamic lighting in the engine. Unreal 5 only lets like 4 or 5 dynamic lights on the screen at once. And all my candles and everything are dynamic, because I want them to provide shadows along with the lantern. But I don't know what I changed. I even tweaked it so there's less dynamic lighting on the screen, but for some reason, it's not rendering the lighting in my main open world here. It renders it perfectly fine in my testing level. Might be a post-processing setting or something I have to find. I actually just started tinkering with some post-processing stuff more so than I was before, because I had to change the way the flame whip was. The flame whip looked really awesome, but the problem with it was that there's pay attention through these ones. The problem with the flame whip was I had to put dynamic lighting out of it to make it light the area. So I changed it to do a particle effect with a missing color that bloomed. So it gives me the effect of that light without actually using light. Like my moon in the background, that's another one of my proud moments. That looks pretty cool. Didn't have a moon in there for the longest time. It was just the directional lighting, but I added the moonlight recently. It wasn't in the last build. You can see rain at night. Really cause you issues. I have to figure out what's going on with my lightning, because the lightning is very important for a couple of different scenes in the game. Especially when you fight a certain boss later on. He's really awesome because of the lightning, and without the lightning it's going to put a downer on that scene. If I'm talking too much, just tell me to shut up. Anybody can tell me. I won't take offense, I understand. Let's see if I can get some. I have enough of the phone. So we haven't been playing that long, and we have enough of the thorn whip. We have the white crystal. We have the dagger. We're set. If you hit these zombies right when they're coming up, you kill them one hit. It only works in the town zombies though because of the way they're designed. The regular ones you can't hit at all until they're up below. That's like little polish stuff I'm going to end up fixing down the road. I've been so focusing on trying to get the main world done. And it's almost there. I finished everything up until the last couple paths going to the old castle ruins. Alright. Thorn whip for sale in this town. Okay, now we can choose that bad boy. Boom, boom. Now the whips have effects in this game too. So the Thorn Whip, if you read the description, it gives the power, gives extra willpower to the wielder, which is a different way of saying when you use the Thorn Whip, monsters will drop hearts more often. They will drop them as you hit them, not just when they die. So that helps in keeping your hearts replenished. Now you can see in the map where I have the gray areas where I encourage you to go first. You can see we gotta go down there. Where, you ask? Probably we're right here where that same statue is. Going into Berkeley Tomb. We're powered up enough. We have a knife, we have holy water, we have a Thorn Whip, we have a whip crystal so we can get in there. Let's dance. You will die if you fall off screen, just so you know. The camera lags behind you a little bit. And if you fall too far and you leave the camera, you're done. Very proud of how this game's been turning out. And I've said this before, by the time this game is finished, I hope to have enough knowledge with the Legion 5 to make my own game. It's going to be something in a similar vein. There's two different kinds of games I have on the back burner I want to make. One of them is more like a strategy kind of thing, but another one is a game similar to this. Since a few updates ago, I did adjust the bats so they don't have as big of a sine wave pattern as I did. Make them a little easier to hit. Because that was one of the biggest complaints, is the bats are fucking annoying. Which they're supposed to be, it's Castlevania. But I understand, I gotta find that line. You're probably asking, Bill, why are you going down here? Because there's an item I want. See no power up, am I? Sweet, sweet hole. Sweet, sweet Wolmy. The percentage of the game that's done right now is... The world map is a good 90% or so. The actual overworld. I'm doing the road to Castlevania right now. Working on that final stretch going to the castle ruins, where you can put all the body parts in and do the thing at the end. But I have an end game plan too. There are a few areas in the game where there are, they go to dead ends, but there's like a path that is going to be there. You can tell it's not finished yet. I'm going to put some hidden bosses in the game. Maybe not necessarily hidden away too much, but optional bosses. And then, the optional bosses are going to be big bad mofos. Something, you know, outrageously overpowered that it's going to take you a lot of work to kill. Hopefully, anyway, if you do it right. And there's an end game I have planned after you go into the castle ruins as well. But when you get to the end and you get to where you burn Dracula's body parts and finish the game there, that's not all the game is going to be. I'm going to continue adding to it after that. Not live service, mind you, just some stuff I've already planned that I want to put in. Thank you. Make sure my front door's open. My son will be home anytime now. Yes, we're good. What's up, Dronave? I completely forgot how to pronounce your name. Sorry. It's almost done. I was just saying a moment ago that the main world is 90% done or more, and the end game stuff is going to be put in after the fact. There's going to be end game work the update I just put in, if you downloaded it yesterday or last night, overnight, don't open it, don't run it. Download it again and overwrite, because the last night's version was fucked up. Found a game-breaking bug. I got it right? Nice. Go me. Not doing anything you haven't seen already until later on. I may or may not even have time to get to the end that I have so far, because when my son gets home, I'm gonna figure out what he wants to do. Today's his birthday, so I'm gonna be taking him out to whatever restaurant he wants to go to. He still hasn't decided yet. Yeah, the one boss at the end of the aqueduct, I'm getting a lot of positive feedback on. It is pretty cool looking. Proud of how that one came out. Didn't realize people would like that one as much as they do. He said happy birthday to him. He's 18 years old today. His brother and I chipped in and bought him the Quest 3 for his birthday. He's really excited to go play it because he just got home from school. Yeah, I make my kids go to their schools on their birthdays. Education first, you know? son. He said thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Yeah, the heartbeat's awesome. That's not an 8-bit sound, that's just a heartbeat that I found on freesound.org. A lot of the sounds I put in this game I got on freesound.org. It's a great place to get sound effects. Royalty-free.
terrain now for those who haven't played this yet. We got it. We got just about everything in the dungeon. Now, to the left of this, there's Daba's Path that connects over here. That was close. Hey man, let me know when you want to go to Red Rock, alright? We chose Red Robin. Good choice. Haven't had Red Robin in a long time. Pay attention, put the shield on. I saw all your streams. You and Alm are my biggest streamers. You guys have put so much time into this game, playing it and testing it out, and I really appreciate every moment of it. I've watched every minute of both of your streams. Both of you guys, all your videos. And I pay attention. Trust me. I don't know why. There's something about this little corridor going up that I really like. It's claustrophobic, but it looks cool at the same time. This is the background I put in. It just comes together well. It's one of my favorite parts of the game for how small the area is. What'd I do? Oh, yeah. There's a thing in the game. Anybody that... I haven't fixed it yet. There's a thing in the game that's, the game, it turns down the time dilation when you pick up items, and the little, hit point max up, yay, go you, appears on the screen. And I do that so I can get the freezing effect, have everything stop moving. Problem is, though, I didn't do it correctly where I turned off the input to pause the game and bring up menus. So in the event you try to pause the game while that is happening, don't panic, just unpause and wait it out. It's the time dilation doing its thing. Because it literally turns the time down to like, 1,000th of a second of the game. So it looks like it's almost still. So just wait it out for a moment and it'll unpause and keep going. It's something I'm definitely going to fix in the polish stages. Yeah, wait it out. If you pause the game or bring up a menu by accident when the time dilation happens when you bring up a power-up item. Alright, I can't hear you anymore. Sorry. I was helping him out with his headset. It's nighttime. Scary. I did make some money balance adjustments to the game where before when you had the chain whip and it would drop a bunch of money every swing, I used to base it off of the whip power in total instead of like just the whip itself, like the total power with all your power-ups. But now it's based off of just your whip, because it was probably too much power. Yes, bro, what? Hold on, let me adjust my volume again so you can hear me better. I had to turn it down before too. I'm using a headset with a chat dial on it, so I can't really tell how loud things are in comparison. Alright, let's try that. Let's just turn that way down. I don't want it too low because I want you guys to hear the game. Let me know if that's better, please. Should be. I turned it way down to like 13 decibels minus. Alright, refresh my memory. I was talking to my boy and stuff too. What is based off what? What's your question? Oh, I'm going the wrong way here. I'll get the power up on the way back, fuck it. Gotta watch myself or I'm gonna get killed. But the sun is coming up. Oh, it's based off the power of the chain whip itself, just the strength that it is, which is like 8. So it could drop like, you know, up to 8 coins each time you hit something with it. There's like a 40 or I think it's a 30% chance to drop that many coins when you hit something. That will accept the whip effects. Some bosses don't do whip effects. Alright, while we're here, we're going to buy the garlic off this gentleman. Is the balance between chat and game okay? Is the game too quiet now? This motherfucker jumping over all my fire. Hidden power up. You can see it though. Alright, if it's too quiet, let me know. I'll change it. It's only a slider away. I just mix it in OBS. I don't run it through anything else. There's really no reason for me to do that extra work. Now, for all the game music, I do mix that myself with Reaper. I've been recording and mixing music for my whole life, so I can produce stuff like that. I know how to do it. But I do alter and edit some of the sound files. Alright, before it gets... This is 500 bucks, I think. I cannot afford the chain whip yet. That's right, I have a chain whip. Bitches! Guy's all full of himself. Might as well buy the axe while I'm here. The axe is handy for the next boss, as those of you who have played will know. Alright, now the question is, do I want to farm for the chain whip, or do I want to go forth and murder more? To those that may concern, this is a good farming spot. I want to go get the silver knife. Garlic in the graveyard summons a stranger to those that have played the original. Now here's another part where I have to like fix this in the polish stage. When you're talking to the garlic ghosts, the screen freezes on purpose so that you can make sure you read the conversation, then it goes away and they disappear. I'm gonna redesign those down the road, I just haven't gotten around to it. Silver knife, go through everything. Whoop, whoop. It's not a powerful knife, but it mows things down if they're weak enough. So I was saying before, for people that don't know, the Thorn Whip gives you more hearts, so you can see how hearts drop before I even kill the monster. There you go. Oh, my audio is separated. Like, I have two different channels running in OBS, so I have one for my voice and one for the game. But I'm running it. Right now I'm listening through my Sonar headphones, and I have a chat mix dial set to my liking for when I play games with my buddies and stuff, and I don't hear it the same way as you guys hear it because it's just not set up that way. If I had it coming out my speakers or something, I could hear just how you sound. I just haven't taken the time to listen. It's dark and I'm afraid. That's right, I have a lantern. I should use that shit. Where are all these hearts coming from, bro? I'm supposed to be getting money. Actually, you know what? Money drops on the town zombies easier. Let's go there. Oh my god, I really gotta get my lightning working right again. It makes it so awesome. The lightning is like, when I first had it working, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. It looked so good. But now it's not working at all, because Unreal can kiss my ass. Zombie, 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 eh, eh. Come on, zombies, what the hell? I turned down the spawn rate of the zombies a while back because of the difficulty spike it had. Later on, I'm going to crank them back up. Not in the beginning of the game, but later levels. I gotta fix my bats too. For some reason, I noticed it when I hit a bat or kill something in one hit. The hit thing appears by my hand too. That happened after I changed the hit detect, the little hit effect look graphic that appears. I changed it to appear where you hit the monster instead of a generic place like it was when I started. I learned how to do it, so I figured let's do that. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Come on, zombies, give me money. Goddamn. You get a sip of Mountain Dew while I zombie slay here. You know what? I don't have time for this. Let's just go back. Just go to the dungeon. Get it done. Oh, I can't... I'm ahead of myself. I forgot. I have to go back and get the blue crystal or I ain't doing shit. Okay, never mind. Forgot how my own goddamn game works. Go me. Money. By the time I go there and back, maybe I'll have enough. See, she's telling me. Practically says, go to Daba's Path, dumbass. Should I spend the 100? Nah. I'll go back. It's just a power-up I can get on the way. Pardon me. Take that, you zombie! I think you guys that haven't played the new stuff yet are really gonna enjoy Utah Path and the Bodley Aqueduct. It's become one of my favorite parts of the game. It's very dark. The music is awesome, I think. I took a track from Castlevania 64, the Silent Madness Annex song, and I put it in the Aqueduct. I had to mix it myself. I downloaded the MIDI file for it, and I used Famitracker to put it all into chiptune sounds. And then I had to dick with Fama Studio's the one I used. I had to screw with that for a while, because it's not easy to use if you've never used it before. There's a learning curve, but once you get it, you can do some cool stuff with it. It's not perfect, but it sounds pretty good for my first try at making a chiptune. It's amazing what they were able to do with beeps and boops back on these systems to make this kind of sound, this kind of music, you know? Like, the bass drum is literally 2 or 3 different noises put together to make it sound like a bass drum, and like, there's a lot of neat things they did to make it as cool as it is. Hate these guys. Oh yeah. I mean, if I didn't like it, it'd be like, why would I design something I hate? I don't work for some big studio where I'm under someone's thumb. I could do whatever the fuck I want. And that, my friend, is freedom. And when I make my own game, after this one's finished, again, I'm gonna make it however the hell I want, and nobody can tell me otherwise. I'm always open to criticism and suggestions about the game, and there are a few things that people have told me that I thought, yeah, that's a good idea, and I implemented it in this.
But in the grand scheme of things, this is my game. I'm going to do it my way, and nobody can tell me different. And honestly, if I was taking the advice of everybody that put all these ideas at me from all these different directions, I forgot the damn... Okay. From all these different directions, this would have been a completely different game. I have a vision for it. There's a way I want it done, and I have to stick to that vision, because that's how you keep things consistent. That's like when you have these studios. I was reading on Reddit just a few days ago, somebody saying he was the lead of a project, but his artists were not doing what he wanted them to do. They kept saying, oh, I'll do it my way, or this is the way I want to do it, or they weren't doing things to his specifications. And he was asking everyone, like, how do you deal with this? I mean, I don't run my own studio, but I've been a boss before. And simple as it gets, you know? Like, it's your project, you're the lead on it. You're the one with the creative vision. You're the one that has to, you know, make it a certain style. You're the one trying to be consistent. They're either going to do it your way, or you're going to find someone that will. Simple as it gets. That's how I always thought of it. And if I ever have my own studio where people work for me down the road, it's going to be done my way. I've had 2 instances where people complained about something with this game since I started building it a year and a half ago. Both things were minor, and the people still enjoyed the hell out of the game. So it's not... obviously I'm doing something right. And that's the kind of mindset I have, you know? Obviously I'm doing something right. People are enjoying it. I'm gonna keep doing what works, and what I want. Because, you know, when you're the boss of something, when it's all said and done, it's your project, you know? When I make my own game, after this, it's my project. You're either gonna like how it works, or you're not. And if you don't do it my way, you're not gonna be a part of it. And if the game flops, because I didn't do something right, or I made decisions that didn't work out, that's on me at that point, you know? As the boss, as the leader, you have to take responsibility for those things. Doesn't matter what job it is. I've had people offer me more sprite work and different things with this game too, and I appreciate it all. But honestly, I mean, I won't use what I don't think fits the style I'm going for, the vision I'm going for. Alm had made a, he sent it to me. He had made a very nice looking title screen, you know, and it looks good. It really does. It looks phenomenal. He did a great job on it. Some animated fire on the side, using the old 8-bit graphics and everything. It looks really good. But I don't think it fits exactly what I'm going for. My title screen now is a placeholder, even though I'm kind of attached to it because it's been that way for so long, so many years, even since the original version of this project. But the, you know, when I remake it, there's just something I'm going for, and that's what it needs to be. I like the one he made for me. I do. I like it a lot. I'll never discredit anybody from being creative and doing a good job on something if I think they did a good job on it. It's just a matter of whether or not it works for what I'm picturing in my mind, you know? And hey, sometimes you need a third person to think outside the box and say, what if we tried this? And sometimes it's like, hell yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Let's do that. I agree wholeheartedly. That happens too. Alright, you're wondering why I'm going this way for people that haven't played it yet. Because I'm taking a shortcut into Daba's path. And here we are. You are absolutely welcome for sharing. For me sharing, I mean. Don't get hit by these bad boys. They do hella damage. Now, if you're really good, you could fight through here to get this before you get the shield. But we got the shield, so we're not gonna fuck with that.
No, Sacred Flame. Show off time. Yeah, light the way. Love the way that looks. That's been a favorite of most people since this game has been created. I'm not sure if you played this game or saw it in the very early stages when I was developing it, but... Fuck you, goat. Fucking skeleton. Eat a dick. Eat a skeleton dick. Eat a bone. Alright. Anyway. The very early stage of this game, I didn't have this inventory system yet. I didn't have the sub-weapons as choosable items. I had it like Symphony of the Night, where you still found the sub-weapons in candles and stuff, but I had the added feature of if you had a sub-weapon and you killed a boss and got a certain thing unlocked, it would upgrade that sub-weapon, so every time you found that sub-weapon again, you would use the upgraded version of it instead of the regular one. And that's what Sacred Flame is. I decided originally I was going to do the sub-weapon thing and make it so you can buy the shitty holy water that literally just throws a glass bottle, and then when you get the Sacred Flame, it adds that flame to the holy water. Ooh, that was close. I keep meaning to fix this area. These stalagmites and stuff like that are supposed to be behind you, and there's an extra layer here that I was using when I was designing the level that I keep forgetting to turn off. You can't see it in the editor, but you can see it in the game, obviously. What's up, bro? This motherfucker right here. Oh! Forgot how fast it goes. There we go. Die, bitch. Now we have the blue crystal. Look at us go. Look at us getting shit done, huh? These caves are awfully dark. God damn him! Grab some hidden shit while we're down here, huh? Yeah, that zombie guy is from Symphony of the Night. I kind of blocked him up. I pixelated him a little bit more, and I changed his color palette to restrict him to NES-only colors. So that way people can't see I used the exact 16-bit version of him. But my original idea was I wanted that to happen. I wanted that guy to turn into something evil. Okay, we're gonna leave this way. I have enough for the chain whip now. This is what I meant before when I used to talk about the game going, I don't want anyone to have to grind if you don't have to. If you do things in a certain order and kill everything as you go, you're rarely going to run out of money to do something. if you don't kill everything and you try to speed run through everything, then yeah, you're gonna run out, and you're gonna have to farm, if you want the goodies. I hear you, little fucker. Yeah, die from a distance. Oh, we didn't even go down there. There's nothing there. But one of the criticisms I had recently on the game, the second person that I ever heard say anything negative about it, was it seemed like he still liked the game, but he was saying that that bosses are too easy, which I get. But here's the fair fact. If you go through the game and you get all the items and you search everything and you clear the map out and you find all the stuff, yes, it's gonna be easy because you have plenty of hearts, you have plenty of hit points, you can mow things down when you get all the right items. If you know what weapons to use on the bosses, you're not gonna have problems. But if you miss a bunch of stuff and you're underpowered, then yeah, you're gonna suffer for it. You're gonna play the hard way. But some people, that could be the easy way too. It all depends on the person, how good they are at the game. I have to watch other people play this game as much as I can because I'm a Castlevania veteran. I've been playing these games my whole life. And I like, other than when I'm not paying attention, fucking it up like here, I'd like to think I'm pretty good at them, these side-scrollers. And I don't have the same trouble that other people do. I've seen people play this game exactly, this one, and struggle through certain parts that I can go through super easy, so it's a balancing act to try to figure out what works and what doesn't. Ten people watching, how about that, huh? I need more subscribers, guys. I've been stuck at 669 or 79 subscribers for the past 6 months now. We need to get some people on the ball here. Let's keep that motivation strong, huh? Tell your friends. Subscribe to my channel and sign up for some Symphony of Horrors. Oh, the moon's peeking over the trees. That moon looks cool. There are certain areas in the game where it just shines through really nice. Like out on the North Bridge level that I made recently, that's in there now. There's a part of the bridge where the moon just like, bam, it's right there in the middle going through all these dead trees. It just looks badass. Money, 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 money! Money! Burn. Okay. Sir, kindly take me to Algiba. Never got the Veros guy. Oh well. Apparently I didn't go there. I didn't see him. Okay, let's get myself a chain whip of death. Then we can move on to bigger and better things. Thank you, sir. I will use the hell out of this chain whip because it's going to be my mainstay for a little bit. Yeah, I tell you what, if you go to the original menu of the game, the title screen menu, and you set the shading quality to high or medium instead of Lords of Shadow, that makes a big difference too. You can even keep your shadows up to medium or high in the main game if you do that, because Lords of Shadow setting, it was in there kind of as a joke, because it just unlocks all the lighting settings. So detail that you're never going to see in a game this simple looking is unlocked and technically showing. So you don't really have to use that option. If you keep it to high or medium on the shading quality from the main menu, your game will run better and smoother. I have a 3070, and that's what I do. I can run it on Lords of Shadow. It runs smooth for the most part. There's a slight hiccup. Like, you could see it here and there, you know. Alright, I added this statue and this glowing shit here because people were not getting it like the original game, so it's pretty obvious. Get a fucking blue crystal. No, you're not allowed to control your guy till it's done draining, just for the cinematic part of it. Okay, there we go. Boom. Even candles spit out extra money. It's funny. Okay, here we go. Now we're killing stuff faster. Whoop, whoop. Even on medium shadow settings, though, the game looks really good. The only difference is when you put it between medium and high, it's a little bit darker when it's on high. You get a little more lighting effect detail, but it's not noticeable at all. There's a dramatic difference between low and medium, though. So anybody that's suffering on medium settings, you can put on low, it shuts off all shadows. Yeah. And part of that is my fault too. It's the lighting, because Unreal Engine's lighting is very hoggy. It takes resources. Now I don't know if you might have this version or not, but a couple of versions ago, or maybe the last version ago, I did change the graphics in the game to use a different style of shadow. So between that different style of shadow, it runs a little better, looks a little nicer too, when I learned how it worked. And I also dramatically changed all the culling in the game, so shadows, everything that's loaded into the level, if you don't see it on the screen, not right on the screen, but like, if I look at the edge of the screen where the bats are coming off, not too far off of that, everything stops rendering. The world does not exist at all, because I learned how all the culling works. And that's not just for the blocks and the static meshes and things like that, that's for shadow. Oh, fuck me. I wasn't looking. The culling, like I was saying, if it's not on the screen, it's not rendering. That includes shadows, that includes the static meshes, that includes the particle effects, anything like that. If it's not on the screen, it's not running. So I did some tweaks like that a version or two ago, and it has dramatically improved performance for me. So chances are it'll improve performance for most. I have a good processor in this. I'm running a 14700K, and I have it actually, I lowered the voltage on it so I wouldn't have any of those common problems people were having with this series. Runs fantastic, always stays cool, never hiccups on anything I do. My old computer, the game would take me 20 or 30 minutes to compile. Now I can compile the whole game when I'm done messing with it in about 3 minutes. Less sometimes. As far as productivity, upgrading my computer back in January this year was the best thing I've ever done for it. Because that was bad. Like, my old computer was an i5 6600. Very dated at this point for what I'm doing. And Unreal did not like that processor at all. I had to shut off like most of the game every time I wanted to edit something. It was a bitch. It made changing levels and doing things really tedious. Trying to remember how I got up there. Fucking bad. Eat a dick. I've always liked this level too. It just has this cool look to it. A lot of detail in it. A lot of areas I took these blocks, I stick them out of the wall a little bit to give them some more depth and shadow. It looks awesome. Mine's the 14th gen, obviously, and processor. Well, my old computer was so old, it was still running DDR4 and all that, so I ended up just doing everything. My 3070 I had before too, but that processor, when I got this new one, I realized my 3070 was bottlenecking the hell out of my GPU. I mean, my CPU was bottlenecking the hell out of my GPU. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Don't mind me, I'm stupid today. I love my 14700. I'm really glad I bought it. After I bought it, I came across the horror stories about a bad batch, things getting corroded, and they weren't working, and the chips were failing because companies were releasing BIOS updates that were changing settings that would fry the processors. So they had to get fixed and all. But the first thing I did when I bought it was I put it in there. I booted directly into BIOS. I went into the voltage settings for the processors, and I downvolted it. I undervolted my processor so that it never goes above like 1.39 volts, I think I set it to. Because once it hits like past 1.5, that's when the frying starts happening to people. So I made sure to manually undervolt everything. And the amount of performance you lose like that is negligible. I don't notice it on anything I do. Because I'm not like bleeding edge, you know? And my processor never goes below like 75, maybe 80 degrees. Even when I'm running heavy duty. Which is really good because this processor is designed to go up to 100 degrees Celsius. That 980 Ti was no slouch, man. I had my 1080 standard for many years before I bought my 3070. I ran the 1080 until, I want to say, 2 to 3 years ago when I finally upgraded. And then I still sold it for like 150 bucks. It was a beast of a GPU for the longest time. I haven't bought a 40 series yet. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna buy a 50 series just right now anyway. The prices are so ridiculous for GPUs anymore. It's like who the fuck can afford it, you know? It's like we don't have $1,000 burning a hole in our pocket to buy a graphics processor, you know? And now that they're Nvidia's like going overboard advertising all this AI frame gen and shit like that, which is great, but you're still gonna have latency from it over time. Like it's still not gonna be real, you know? It's not real performance. You're using a piece of software that, granted, the GPU has to be able to run, but you're using that piece of software to make it look like your graphics card is running faster than it really is. Because there's no graphics cards, no consumer level graphics card is going to give you like fucking 200-300 frames a second on 8K. Please. Let's not pretend like we're stupid, you know? That's funny. I don't know where it comes from. Don't care. Hey, the less you know, the better. Ignorance is bliss. My God, I'm laying into him. Oh, he's almost dead already. Look how much fire he's shooting. There we go. Yeah, he'll need some more hit points. Yeah, I believe you. I bought my son his graphics card. My son has a 3070. My younger son has a 2070 Super. So they're pretty close in comparison as far as performance, you know. My younger son, he's running VR off his. So is my older son. Getting hit by everything, swimming in the poison, yeah. Oh my, oh my. Forgot about those. Shit. Oh boy. This level is one of those levels where the bats are very abundant. And they're not just... I made them harder on purpose. They're not designed to always spawn right at your level. They're always offset just a little bit to keep you on your toes. Okay, boys, we got everything we need here. Let's head out. Ah, you can't hit me. You're stupid. Money. Skeletons are fucking insane, I'm telling you. Good luck. Pump that iron. I gotta go back to the gym. I've been doing a 1 meal a day fast since mid-August. It's been working out really well for me. I lost 30 pounds so far, over 30 pounds so far. The weight drop is going slower now because it's getting further into it, which is how it is. But man, I already feel so much better. I want to be down to 200 pounds by this time next year. I've been overweight for too long. I'm not like a overwhelming fat ass or anything like that. I'm overweight and I want to fix it before it affects me in my older age. Good luck at the gymnasium. Say hi to Arnold for me. Ooh, that was close. Almost bit the big one there. Oh look, it's raining out. Alright, we're not gonna go to the right yet. That's too dangerous and difficult. We're gonna go left. I don't feel like the challenge, so we're gonna go left. I really need to put some walls up behind these things so they're not just floating. We're gonna walk back because there's some items I need to get. I could fast travel back, but there are things right here where that little circle is that I need to get. And I forgot to get the fast travel guy in Veros, so there's no doing it quick. Pagwak Celsero. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. It is almost finished. Pardon me. I'm trying to show off what I have done so far. It's going to be a while before I get to the end of it here. But the game itself, the version you can download now to try out, it goes all the way up to almost right at the doorstep of Castlevania's remains at the end. So we're right there. I only have a couple more sections of the overworld map to go, and then I'm going to start my endgame content. So yeah, it's getting exciting. The home stretch is here. Since the last update, I added a lot of area to the map. There's a shitload that was not there before. The game ended before, after you get finished with Laruba Mansion, the mechanical clock tower type mansion thing I have. You go through the Joma Marsh to get there, and then you can go... You're supposed to be able to go east after that to go and continue. But there was no Joma Marsh east. Now there's a bunch of stuff after that. Alright, we got our first whip power-up. You'll see that by the little whip power-up icon on the top left. We have ×1. Every whip power-up you find and pick up gives you +1 power to your base damage, no matter what whip you pick up. So the more of those you have, the stronger your life is and the easier you can mow things down. You get enough of those throughout the game, you should find all like 12 of them. You'll be mowing down bosses like nobody's business. You don't, you're gonna have to struggle a little bit. There you are. Okay, now that I got what I came for, let's fast travel to Jova before the sun goes down, because when the sun goes down, that gentleman is gone. I'm not gonna make it to the church, am I? Oh, fuck, right there. Son of a bitch. But looks like I'm waiting this night out. Like I was saying before, if you make it to a door, you can wait the night out without having to fight anything. Get up, go to the bathroom, do what you're gonna do, you know. But look at the bright side. I'm gonna make some money. Shit, I completely forgot to buy laurels. I'll have to travel back. I have enough. No worries. The guy in Veros, in one of the shops, has laurels. And anybody that's played the original Castlevania 2 knows that if you don't have laurels, going across the swamp can be a bitch. Like, you can probably do it. I'm sure you can if you found the hit point ups and all. But you're gonna struggle, and you're gonna lose some life. I forgot I had a lantern.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen Simon's Quest with a fast travel service. Good thing I saved up that money, huh? So I'm down to 484 bucks. I needed the laurels, though. Just because I don't feel like working hard today. Whee! Get a sip of my Mountain Dew before we go. All right, going west. People love this song. Score. Yeah, buddy. Swamp ain't no thing. Beware under that way. Fuck it, let's go. I'm gonna have to put like a giant neon sign here or something because this is the part of the game so far that everybody has missed their first playthrough when they're like, I don't know where to go next. How do I get past this area? Well, it's because you have to go get something down here. And as much as I would like to upgrade my stuff a little more first, we're gonna go here. We're gonna endure the torture. Oh, shit. Well, that was no good. Whoops. Let's try that again. Son of a bitch. It looks like rushing got me killed. Just remember, kids, don't rush. You're in no hurry here. I haven't programmed the time limit into the game yet for better endings and stuff like that, so don't worry about it. Just do what you gotta do. I should take those bats out of there. They're kind of out of place being outside and all in the daylight. Whoops, that was a waste. Sweet, sweet heartage. Shit! No! Oh my god, that was lucky. Oh, that gave me a fucking heart attack. Stop rushing, dumbass. All you do is die. That would have sucked. Next big area coming up. This is one of my favorites. I know I say that about every area, but, you know, here we are.
Tasting that sweet, sweet money. Yeah, I do. I have a life outside the game world. I have a full-time job. I take care of my two boys, which they're older now. That one just turned 18 today, the other one's 20. So they have their own things going on. But overall, you know, I mean, I play guitar. I'm in 2 different band things. I like to stay busy. I have a girlfriend. Go out and do stuff with her and things. I think I got plenty to do. This would be done by now, but, you know, life comes first, then pleasure. Well, pleasurable life comes first, then making of a video game that's for free. Hey, if I could put a AAA game company to shame with my little ass project, then that makes me feel pretty good. I'm sure if I was any real threat to them, though, they'd be coming down on me with the hammer. But I've made it perfectly clear since the inception of this project that I have no intention on ever making a dime off of it. It's strictly a love letter to the series. So, from what I've read in the past and the things that I've seen before, Konami doesn't really give shit to people that aren't making money with their IP. So if it stays that way, I'll be in good shape. I don't have nothing to worry about. So hopefully it does stay that way. Yeah. I tell you what I'm really pissed at. I'm 43 years old, and it wasn't until recently where I really started diving into learning about investing money and, you know, making your money work for you over time and everything. It upsets me greatly because if I would have known what I know now when I was like 25 years old, I'd retire with $1 million in the bank, but it's not going to happen now because I didn't know what to do. No one taught me anything. School I was in didn't teach me anything like that. Nothing. Swinging it my whole life, you know? Not realizing the money that I could have sitting in my bank account at this point if I'd have only known something else that I didn't know. But better late than never. I'm doing it now, and I hope to have a really good retirement when I'm older. I want to retire at 65, but if I do things right, the way I'm at right now, I'll be in really good shape by then, and if I keep that going, my kids will be in phenomenal shape if I could teach them early. Not to say they're gonna listen, but you gotta start somewhere, you know? Watching my dad work himself to death. Watching my grandparents have nothing when they got older. My other grandmother that did save money her whole life, she never invested any of it or anything like that, so it's just a savings account that gets lower and lower. No real value anymore. Stuff like that, everybody should learn in school. It's a shame that schools aren't teaching that. Instead, schools are teaching us nothing of real value. And nowadays, there's a lot of schools out there, not to say all of them are, but there's a good handful of schools out there that just indoctrinate kids and just teach them shit that they believe in instead of actual education that matters. I don't mind being from an old generation. It definitely has its perks. I look at 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids nowadays, fresh kids out of high school that I ended up working with once in a while at my job. Like, I have a profession at my job, and I make more money than all of them ever will at this rate, because they don't have any skills, they don't know anything, and they don't want to learn anything. And a lot of them, literally, they have jobs that require them getting their ass up, but they sit there on their phone all the time, and they wonder why they're not getting promoted, you know? It's like, get off your phone, learn a real skill, contribute, don't call off constantly, you know, don't come up with excuses for leaving work early and shit like that. Like, I see a lot of it, and it's not, I mean, obviously that always existed to a certain extent, but it just seems so much more now than it used to be. My goal is to get my investment accounts and my Roth IRA enough where when I'm 65 years old, at the very most 67, to make it so that my money will work for me, and when I'm that age, I'll have enough money in the bank to collect a hefty enough paycheck every month to live off of just fine, on top of my Social Security, if it still exists, where I never have to worry about running out of money, because the base amount that I have in that account will always be there, making the money that I withdraw every month without worry. I learned so much. There's a program where I work that teaches you about financing and stuff, and I seem to be one of the few people that got interested in it, and I started taking all the courses, watching all the seminars, doing all the stuff, crunching all the numbers, and Christ, if I knew half of this stuff when I was in my 20s, my life would be completely different. Even if I knew a fraction of it. Stuff that no one taught us that should have been taught. I mean, the willpower is the other part of it. You have to be willing to put the money aside, knowing you're never going to touch it for many years to come, but understanding that it matters and it will make your life completely different later. If I do things right, by the time my kids retire one day, they'll be millionaires and they'll keep growing the money because they know how. Yeah, well, that's another scary thing, you know. That's why we gotta act now and start the ball. You know, it's never too late. It's never too late to get started. And if you're worried about SS not being there, get on it. Don't wait, because all it's gonna do is lead you to heartache later if you don't. All right, I ended up wasting my fucking laurel before because of a misclick. So let's just run past this stuff so we don't end up in the water. I'm learning how generational wealth is built. If you do certain things now, when you start young enough in your life, you could be really well off when you're older. And then if you pass that down to the next generation of your family, and they do the right thing, and they're taught how to do it properly, over the course of just a couple generations, you can have fuck you money. And your kids and your grandkids and great-grandkids will never have to work if they don't want to. But that's assuming they know what they're doing, so they have to learn anyway, like, learn the importance of how it works, and why you have to be very disciplined. Discipline's a big thing. It's real. Oh shit, I was supposed to hit him! Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. It's cool. It's cool. As it stands right, you're talking about how much is left for me to finish the game, complete it, or what's left in this playthrough right now, like how far I'm into the game through the playthrough. If you're talking about like the actual work to finish the game itself, I'm one forest, one bridge, and one dilapidated town away from finishing the whole world map before you get into Castlevania.
Then it's a matter of the end game that I'm planning. And when I work on the end game, I was saying before, there are optional bosses and areas I'm going to add to the game. Like right now, if you download it and play it, you're going to come across a few places where it's like, okay, this area is obviously unfinished, there's nothing here. But when it's done, it's going to have optional content. I want to have endgame content. Not like crazy live service amounts of endgame content, but I want to have more stuff to do after you get to the end. You're like, oh, wait a minute. There's some optional stuff to keep me interested. Got some level streaming lights back there I gotta fix. Yes, this definitely is a redemption for Simon's Quest. There's been a couple other Simon's Quest remakes I've seen, and they're good. They're good in their own right. But I want mine to be the best one. That's my goal, to have it to be the one where people go, oh, dude, did you play that Simon's Quest remake? And they go, which one? Fucking Symphony of Horrors, man. You gotta play it. It's the best one out there. That's what I'm going for, because I want the game to... You know, this is the Simon's Quest I always wanted. Fucking floors. Ah! Alright, I don't have the upgraded whip. This is gonna be a bitch. God damn those skeletons, they can eat dicks, all of them. I don't think I can make this jump. Oh, yeah, I can. Haha. The money balance I did is working out really nice. I'm up to 1,300 bucks. Before, at this point in the game, if you killed everything, you'd have like 3,000. You'd just be able to buy everything outright. We don't want that. We want you to have to pick and choose. Give you some decision making. Because when you get to the next major town, there's two things you could buy there. And you're gonna have to make a decision. Actually, well, the next two towns, there's two different things you can buy. And you need to determine what one you want more. Yeah, have a good one, man. Thanks for coming. I appreciate everybody's time. As always, thank you for coming. Thank you for enjoying. Have a good one. Oh, I hope I don't die here. This fight's kind of tough. It could be very brutal, just because of the fall pits. Shit, I didn't know that thing was up there. Well, that's problematic.
Out of hearts. Damn it. Oh, he's a bitch now. He's on the verge of death. Note to self, don't run out of hearts on this fight. Fuck, I can't hit him. There we go. Now I got a problem because those goddamn things down there... Oh, fuck me. That's what I meant. That's what I was worried about. Well, that sucked balls. I'll have to set a variable or something so when you get to that boss, any of those puff dudes that happen to be floating through the level disappear because that game breaks that shit. Oh, that was very unfortunate falling enemy debris placement there. Love those falling blocks though, they look cool. Let's save all of our hearts for that axe. That battle's not hard because of the damage the monster does. It's hard because you gotta watch it don't fall in the water. If I stop running into enemies, I'll probably do better. Fucker, get over here and die already. God damn. Alright, we made it. Get the hell out of here, huh? Get some goodies while we're at it.
Now the heart will give you a little defense buff, which is always a good thing. And the nail, I forgot to mention, lets you attack be stronger. Your whip attack, not your sub-weapons. So anybody watching, you gotta tell me this. Are you eager to play that Transylvania, The Adventure of Simon Quest? That game looks great. I can't wait to play it. The storyline is so clever for redoing this storyline in its own way, where a rival vampire hunter killed Dracula already, or killed the Count, whatever's gonna be in that game, and you're not going to take that, so you're going to gather the body parts for him and revive him so you can kill him yourself. It's so good. The videos I've seen on it make it look really fun. I can't wait to play it when it comes out. Supposed to come out this year. I really hope it does. Alright, time to crawl our way back out of this hole in the ground, folks. We got some goodies down here, if we know where to look. There's really no excuse not to find all the hidden items in this game, because just like in Metroid style, I have a little pulsating circle on the map for places that you've uncovered that has something you missed. So you really can't be underpowered if you're paying attention and finding it all. Now we're playing with power. Nintendo power. look where we are now. Okay, we're not going to please the ferryman just yet, because I want to get some items first. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. I almost jumped into the water. That would have been embarrassing. Did I forget to turn shadows on these things? Son of a bee. Okay, welcome to Alba Pass. Die, you little piss ants. Look at that moon, guys. Look at that moon. I mean, tell me that doesn't look awesome for an old school Castlevania game. Seriously. please. Alright, morning star time. Beautiful. It's longer, it's shinier, it glows. What more do you want? Well, let's go get what he wants. $500, that's kind of steep. We'll buy one for now. Better to have one than none when you need it. God damn. The Morning Star is like the best whip to this point. It's powerful and it's awesome. And it looks cool. But I've been playing with the Flame Whip when I was playtesting and stuff, and oh my god, the Flame Whip is so much cooler. Makes you really want to get it, that's for sure. Alright, we're gonna go back. We're gonna get ourselves a red crystal of death. Now that we have the Morning Star, we can start lawn mowing these enemies. Alrighty, guys, as much as I'm enjoying playing the hell out of this, I'm gonna head out for now. I'll do a part 2 this afternoon or this evening when I get back. Gotta take my son out to his birthday dinner. So, thank you a million for stopping by and watching. I'll be back later on tonight sometime to finish what I have here. We're about halfway through of the game so far that is available. Maybe a little less than that. I haven't really gauged the second half yet since I put it all together, so we're going to find out together. So, thanks a lot. Remember to hit up the First Serve Gaming Discord channel if you want to join. And, away we go.